Welcome back again, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play ChäoS. And in the last episode, Takumi was on his way back to his home base when he ran into a certain pair of detectives by the name of Ban and Suwa, although, having said that, neither of them actually introduced themselves to Takumi. In other words, they know who he is, but he doesn't know who they are, which doesn't really bode well for him, but then nothing does in this entire ordeal. But despite panicking, Takumi was able to, I wouldn't say return unscathed, but he did make it back in relatively in one piece, and with his post-awakening Seira Orgel figurine from Bloodtune. Simply looking at her made me grin uncontrollably. This was truly a moment of supreme bliss. I got right down to posting my impressions of the Serotan figure at one of the @channel figure threads. After having done so, I checked my email and whether or not any of my friends in Fure Prara, very difficult to pronounce, have made any updates.
前触れ申請来てるじゃん。誰これ
Then let's have a look, shall we?
セーラコミの人か。はいはい、K ですよ。
The second I thought alright, about time to start Ensu, I sensed a prickling at the back of my neck. You all know what that means. It was the gaze, with its usual intense presence. Shit, what a pain in the ass. Well, starting off with a delusion right off the bat. Who knew? Alright, once again it's time for the positive delusion route to kick things off yet again. When was it that I first begun to sense this gaze? I'd long since forgotten completely. It interfered with me at every little turn. There were a lot of events, different events, that kept disturbing my uneventful life. But this gaze was right up there on Nanami's level in terms of being a horrendous bother. Fine. Then maybe I'll play it. The "it'll take more than that to make me turn around" game. Still facing my PC, I tried to come up with the kind of lines you'd find in a manga.
貴様、出てこい。僕の目をごまかせるとでも思ったか。甘いな。バレちゃった。当たり前だ。僕の後ろに立つなと何度言えば。
Wait a minute, that was a voice. No? Had I heard a female voice just now? Goosebumps sprang up all over me. Did this mean that the previously unseen gaze had appeared at last? Well, the only way to know that is to turn around, but if Takumi does that, then he loses the game. Was that even possible? Should I turn around and see who it was? But what if she attacked me the second I turned around? It had been a rather cutesy voice, but what if it were a monster far removed from anything I might recognize as human was standing there? No, if that were the case, she might be readying herself to attack me at this very moment. If I didn't turn around, maybe I wouldn't even notice when she killed me. That's, finally some good thinking on your shoulders there. Perhaps I should say something again to see if there was a response. The voice I had heard earlier may have been an auditory hallucination or one of my delusions. I mean, I always talked on and on with my Serotan figure in my head. It was the same as that. That voice was not the same as Seira Orgel. I started to take the plunge and ask, "Who are you?" But I soon ran into hesitation. It might be bad if I provoked her. It could turn into the trigger that made her come attack me. I envisioned so many different possibilities that I found myself unable to move. What to do? Perhaps I was currently in a terribly foolish situation. It would be way too dumb if the owner of the gaze wasn't really there, and the truth of the whole matter was that I'd been sitting in my chair all this time, trembling in terror of my delusions.
あれタク固まってる
There it is again, that voice. It wasn't an auditory hallucination or a delusion after all. There was someone behind me. Startled, I reflexively turned around. Oh dear. That's,
どうもどうも
the demon girl. Only, this time she's not covered in blood, and she doesn't have, dead eyes. The girl sitting on the sofa was undeniably the one I'd met at the scene of the staking. For some reason, she was looking at me with a grin. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, we're, once again, just when we think we've got the hang of the situation, ChäoS Head throws us for a complete loop. She'd finally come to kill me. It had to be because I told the police the facts. She'd seen me do it with her second sight. Well, the only description we gave was that she wore a Tsume uniform, which is exactly what this particular girl is wearing, and still wearing right now. But we didn't tell them any of the other details. And so she'd entered this room soundlessly, and she established herself in a position from which she could kill me at any time. And she decided to gaze upon me as I wept and screamed in fear. That had to be it. Don't kill me, I tried to scream out, but my excess of terror made it hard for my voice to come out. But there is actually something we have to really remember here, is that the girl was not on the surveillance camera. Only one figure was on the surveillance camera, running away, and that was Takumi himself.
コケコッコ
And apparently this girl is behaving in what would be described as a cutesy manner. Craning her neck, the demon let forth the words of some mysterious spell. She was cursing me or something. It must be black magic. I doubt the word shish kebabs is related to any sort of occult spell there. In hopes of opening even a little distance between me and her, I decided to flee beneath my computer desk, but I was so shaken that I hit my head on the spot at the edge of the desk and curled up in pain on the spot.
何やってるのタク今すっごい音したよコツって
The demon girl still didn't lose her amused-seeming smile. She is a byproduct of your delusion, right, Takumi? Surely it was a trap to lock me into a false sense of security. The moment I relaxed, she'd home in for the killing blow. Or maybe she'd already placed the curse on me with the magical words she'd used before. A few days later, I might suddenly die by bursting all over with blood spurting from my body.
頼むに殺さないで
Yet the facts cannot be denied that Takumi did encounter this girl at the third state Nugent murder. I cradled my head and splayed myself on the floor. I detested the two detectives who had appeared before me with every fiber of my being.
警察に喋ったこと謝るから
警察？
それに話してもちっとも信じてもらえてなかったし
I was a lie to buy myself time. It's probably not that big of a lie that you think. The older detective from before told me he would guarantee my safety. If we were doing this work properly, he must have sent at least one officer over to keep an eye on my place. Having thought that far, I gulped. I'd given that old guy my phone number, but I hadn't given him my address.
石
And now she appears to be in some kind of what can only be described as a Chunibyu posture. The demon girl suddenly snapped into a salute-like pose. She even uttered the word Aktum. Yeah. Bizarrely enough, she muttered something resembling a sound effect for it of her own accord. Was this too a devil's curse? Not really.
独り言はやめるべし殺さないでとか警察がどうとか私には何のことかさっぱりだよ
In the dark, she says. Did she intend to play dumb? Was she silently pressuring me to forget everything we saw, act as if nothing had ever happened? Not to take that she does know who Takumi is, so... This girl, what the hell was she thinking? Hadn't she come here to kill me?
ほら立てる立とう
Rising from the couch, the demon extended a hand to me. Her expression seemed ordinarily gentle. Once when I saw her up this close, she was pretty cute. Some might even say moe. But I digress. Shit, I was turning into a total idiot here. Thinking a demon looked pretty cute. What the fuck? She was a murderer. She'd used Yura and Shogun in her attempts to entrap me. Now she'd come to kill me in person. Don't believe her. I'd already learned my lesson from what happened with Yura. I'd never make the same mistake again. That was why I didn't take her pre-offered hand. Don't be deceived by the step-girl's smile. That was the temptation of the devil. If I gave in to temptation, I'd die. Don't believe in anything. Don't believe anything anyone says.
見たんだお前が人を殺してるとこ
あのさタクそれかなりひどいこと言ってるって気づいてるまさか殺人犯呼ばわりされるなんてね
Yeah, looks pretty upset, but then Takumi does have a point. What did she intend to do with me?
ニュージェネの
Did I, in the same way as that guy in the fourth case?
殺すんでしょう。それとも岩とか将軍とかがいる場所に連れてって。
ユア将軍誰それ。
Well, if this is an act, it's a pretty compelling one. Or convincing, I should say. Maybe the three of them felt like banding together to get rid of me in a group lynching.
そんなのやだ。助けて。
じゃあね、私を殺人犯扱いしなければ助けてあげる。
I'm not sure how to take that sentence. So that's how it really is.
そんなビビらないでよ。いちいち私がへこむようなリアクションしてくれるよね。
お願いだ。もう二度と誰にも喋らないから。だから見逃して。
もしもーし、タク、ちょっと落ち着こう。
Bitch. Calling me Taku or friendly like. Come to think of it, how'd she know my name? Well, I think the clue lies in the fact that she is obviously wearing a Sume uniform. You know my name even when we met for the first time at the staking crime scene. Why? How would she know where my base was?
当然でしょ。あなたの名前を知ってるのは。
And how would that be? Perhaps the mystery will finally answer itself. Had she read my mind? Like I thought, she was clairvoyant. She'd known my name and my US too because she used her power on me.
タクって結構独り言多いよね。前から思ってたことだけど。
For a while. Since when? Speaking of which, I didn't talk to myself just now. I myself had absolutely no awareness of it. Really? Had I really truly been talking to myself? What were the chances that she was lying to me? Or that she'd read my mind?
タクの名前を知らないわけないよ。私、物覚えはそんなに良くない方だけど。友達の名前くらい覚えるよ。
Well then, going on that thread of logic, the question then becomes, what is your name? Friend.
それともタク、私のことバカにしてる？そりゃ私、テストの点数はそんなに良くないけど。面と向かってそういうこと言われると傷ついちゃうな。
Well then, taking into account the accuracy of the surveillance camera, not that Takumi actually is aware of it, but the police have one, the question then becomes, did what Takumi witnessed way back when in the alleyway, was that a delusion as well? Was someone here weird in the head? Me? Or who? Me? This girl?
もしかして転校生。
Because in all the time that we've actually been at Sume Academy, we've never once run into her. I mean, there's Daisuke, of course, and we did occasionally run into Nanami, Yua, and of course, Senna.
そういえば近いうちに転校生が来るらしいよ。スカチン先生が言ってた。
Oh, there's apparently live as a transfer student. I mean, also that's not the point. The two halves of our conversation didn't match up. The previous fear, mixed with the strain of having no idea that when I might suddenly get killed, was starting to fade. But in its exchange came a different variety of dread, knowing its way into my heart and making me go cold.
もしもし
Moshi Moshi? Wait, you're not holding a cell phone.
その顔はまさかまだ信じてくれてない
I think it's safe to say that we actually don't know what to believe anymore, both Takumi and myself.
誰だ
Really should have asked that question the first time, right at the beginning. Who are you? She was a murderer, a demon girl.
うわタクこそクラスメートの顔を覚えてないんだひどー
Well, as Daisuke pointed out, Takumi doesn't really care much for his fellow alumni over at Tsume. Classmate, she says. In other words, we weren't only friends, we were classmates.
でもまあしょうがないかタクはあんまり学校来ないもんね
And she seems to also be aware of Takumi's attendance.
だからって私の存在丸ごとなかったことにするのはどうかと思う私の名前本当に忘れちゃったそんなことないよね知ってるでしょ
I think the vibe I'm getting here is how can Takumi forget a name that he never heard up until this point?
あなたは知ってるはず
And now she's being oddly insistent.
りみ
そう正解賞金50円プレゼント
え
私崎畑りみですなんだやっぱり覚えててくれたんだねよかったよかった
Why? Was it true? Was this demon's girl's name really Rimi? Why had that name come floating up into my heart just now? Why did I know her name? Could it be that she was really my classmate and my friend, and I'd simply forgotten? No, impossible. I'd never so much as heard the name Rimi Sakihata before. And yet, for some reason, that name appeared in the depths of your mind, clear as day. So now we have a name to attach to the face of the so-called demon girl, Rimi Sakihata. But is she a demon girl? Or is she actually Takumi's classmate and fellow friend over at Tsume Academy? Well, the plot certainly thickens. So when we return, adventurers, looks like we have another mystery that has yet to truly resolve itself. As always, until next we meet.